What's up guys, and this is my review for the 5G Airtel router. It's a 5G router, but if there's no 5G coverage in your area, it still works very fine because it also uses 4G. So this is my review for this device. I've been using this device for about 3 weeks now, and these are everything I've noticed, everything I like and everything I don't like about this. So I'm going to answer most of the questions you already have, the challenges and difficulties you face with this device. Is it going to make your internet faster? Is it cheaper as a kind of data solution? Or how does the battery actually last and how to enjoy this your device? Is it good for streaming? Is it good for gaming? I'm going to answer all these questions in this video. Now, I've already opened the box for this device, and these are everything that came with it. It came with the router itself, a power bank which you have to connect to this, which I will show you in a second. And for the plan I bought, it also came with the pocket router, the MiFi. So I got all this for 65,000 naira. On the Airtel website, you'll see this alone for about 50,000 naira, and you'll see this for 25,000 on the website. But since I got both of them for 65,000 naira in their local outlets here, I think that's a very good deal. Now the device comes with the router itself and a power bank for it, which is a 5,000 milliamps battery if I'm not mistaken, which lasts for around 6 hours without hours after fully charged. Now to plug this, you can use the direct adapter to plug into this, and it is going to turn on. And when you plug this, automatically the lights come on, and you see these lights, will come up, and I'll explain each of these lights for you so you understand what they do. The first one is to tell you that it is on. The second one is to show that it is ready to be connected to other devices that have hotspot on. The third one is for your 4G. The fifth one is for the fourth one. I think we are in the fourth one is for your 5G. And the last one is to show that it's actually connected to the devices. Now, if you are in a place like me that does not have like 5G coverage, you will not see this light on. So you only see this last one. This one will not be on. And when your internet is not too strong, instead of to see green lights, yeah, you can see the lights are not on. I don't know if you can see it from my camera focus. The lights are not on completely because it's still booting. So it takes around 1 to 2 minutes for this whole light to actually come on completely. So if the network is not good, for this last one, you're going to see a blue light instead of a green light. Now for the hardware of this device, it is pretty light and it is actually very nice. It is something that can sit in your parlor and it will not disrupt your your decor by any way. So it is very fine also. So it has like this back port. It comes with this cable, this Ethernet cable, this LAN where you can plug in this back port and connect to the device for stable network. But I don't think I'll be using this. Perhaps for my TV, if I want to use it in my TV, because it's a more stable connection than using your Wi-Fi. Now also, it has this down place where if you open this, if you can see that properly, if you open it down, you're going to see a little pin, a little hole where if you insert a pin, you can actually reset this device. You can reset this device if you insert a pin in this hole here. This is how to reset. You will see, I think it's written reset. Yes, it is written reset. And you can reset this device from this hole. And it also has a Type-C, which is not for charging, by the way. And it has some other little ports that I don't think you will actually need to know about because I don't know about some. So now you can see it's on and working fine, and it's connected directly to the adapter. But let me just remove the adapter for a second, and it's going to go off. And I can actually plug the battery direct to this, and it will still come up because the battery is already charged. But most times I plug the adapter to the battery and the battery to the router, but this will also work fine. Now we've discussed the hardware of this device and the features and how it looks. What are the challenges I've noticed with this device? First off, I want to say that sometimes I notice that it has some issues with connecting to devices. It will be on, this last light will be on, and this light will be on, but this second light, this one for connection, which is actually working now because it's working fine, would not come up. So this is one thing I've noticed. Then I also noticed that the battery is not strong. It's not very good because I think it's a flaw in the design, because we are in Nigeria, let's be real. The power supply is poor. So why are you producing a device that can only last for 5 hours without light and you call it unlimited when we're expecting to use this like 24 hours? So that's a very big flaw in the design. So unless it is done purposefully, Now back to the not connecting issues. So this is one of the challenge. It does not connect sometimes, and I went to the customer, like to the person who sold this to me, who attended to me when I went to the outlets in my state, and I was asked if I've changed the password, which I will show you the place to change the password and do different things in your router. I told them yes, and they said it is possible that sometimes when you change password and make some settings from the factory settings, that it gets those kind of connection issues. So if you don't want to mess with it, as a tech person, I really don't believe those kind of things too much, because I feel like why would the developers or the people who created this have that kind of big flaw in the design? But I think it does, because my friends who also got this and didn't change their password, they don't really experience the connection issue too often. But most times when I experience it, I just leave it for about 2 minutes, like about 5 minutes, and it just reboots and works. And sometimes it reboots by itself. So have that in mind. So whenever you don't see this thing connecting, your router is not just like it has not spoiled. Sometimes it just needs to take a little time, put it off, put it on, and it will come back. And when I also got my router, I got a battery. Before I had to go back to the office and requested for a new battery, and they did some maneuver and bought me another battery. I noticed the first battery, whenever it's low and it shows red light, the connection stops completely. It doesn't connect at all. So I don't know, it seems the battery is somehow connected to this device. And why I think so is that if you get a cord that actually fits into this place and into a power bank, it won't still work. Your router will come up. So don't just go and buy a cord because you have a power bank and you want to plug direct from the power bank to this device. It will come up. This first light will come up, but these other lights you are seeing here, they won't come up. So this is one thing you should take note of. Or even if they come up, the one for connection will not come up. So that means the battery has some kind of connection to this device. But there are special adapter for this, and you should be very careful. Now we're done with the issues I faced with this device. Let's discuss, does it really improve your network speed? So I have done some tests in the speed website to confirm which one is actually better between this and my iPhone 14 Pro and the little MiFi that comes with it. I've done tests across them, and from my first test, the iPhone gave a download speed of about 92 MB per second and an upload speed of 2.7 MB per second, which is not, it's not very strange, because sometimes the network connections in these kind of areas with not very good network can just be very good at a particular time, and this is why this result is this way. So I tried the one for the router and I got about 24 MB per second for download speed and 13 MB per second for upload speed. Then I went to the router, and for the router I got 20 MB per second for the download speed, and for the upload speed for the router I got 20.57 MB per second. And if you're wondering why it marks at 20 MB per second, is that when you buy the router, it comes with a 1 month unlimited plan that has a bandwidth of I think around 20 MB per second. So when you check the kind of data that comes with, it means even if your network can get up to like 90 MB per second, like you saw with the one with the iPhone, because of the subscription for the iPhone does not have a bandwidth. It's unlimited bandwidth. This one has a limited bandwidth. And this brings us to the issue of subscription. So you will see subscription plan for about 30,000 naira for 1 month, but it has a kind of limited bandwidth, I think around 10 MB per second. And you see the one for 50K, which will give you around 20 MB per second. I think that's the original one that comes with this device. And this gives you a clue of what bandwidth is. Like now, if you're sharing your connection, because it's unlimited and you share it for like 50 people, your speed will be greatly reduced because of the bandwidth that is available for that plan. Because I think a lot of you will be doing the 30,000 naira subscription, and that 30,000 naira subscription is giving you I think around 10 megabyte per second, or maybe 20, I think 10 megabyte per second. And 10 megabyte per second, by the time you split it to over 20 people, the speed will be greatly limited. So you want to put that in mind while sharing your router, your unlimited plan to other people. So you want to click on how to use, and you want to go through this, if you actually want to understand your device a little better, then you can type this in a browser, this code right here, this number right here in a browser, and you're going to be able to access the 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 portal to actually edit your router. It's going to take you to this website where you can log in, and when you click login, your password will be admin and your username will be admin, and you can just go ahead and log into your router, and you can see, okay, I've changed my password before, and you can see information about your router here. So this is where you can do your edits and change your password. When you go to your device settings, you can do different things here. So these are the available plans for the router, and you can see there's 30,000 naira unlimited. These are what I advise you to subscribe for. There's actually the 20,000 naira, but this is a limited plan. This is a limited plan where you get 100 gig, which I don't think it's worth it. Now, if you're like two or three in the house, especially if you're up to two, then I don't see this is a very no-brainer device for you to get, because at the end of the month, if two of you subscribe 15,000 naira, it's far cheaper than what you would get if you're buying regular plans. Does this actually improve your network? So, if from my experience, I've noticed I used to have a lot of lags while streaming live on like TikTok videos or YouTube videos. But since I started using this device, like it has been more constant, it has been better. Like from a user experience, forget about numbers for now. I've been noticing more constant connection to the internet. It's been far better. It has been reasonably better because the area I stay, it has a very poor connection. But with this device, I've been experiencing like stable internet connection so for the 3 weeks I've been using this device. The internet has been very good. Now, if you're a gamer, this is not going to be like the best investment for your gaming, because Airtel is very poor with games. This is what I've noticed generally. And if you play Call of Duty and any other game that uses MS, this will give you around 70 to 80 ms, and it will not give you the best reaction time also. But if you're already good, like used to poor ms like me, then you will actually find it even better, because it's far better than using your phone. That's the point. If you're using the Airtel network from a phone and you're using this one will be far better for gaming. So I've been noticing better gameplays with this device. So I think this is everything you want to know about this device: the challenges, the cost, who it's better for, which I told you it's better for like people that are like two, three, four, five at home. You will really enjoy this device. And if you're gaming, and I think it's better, it's cheaper, it's a cheaper alternative, because even for an individual, I stay alone, but I still prefer to buy the 30,000 naira a month than actually making the 15,000 naira for like 100 or 60 gig, and it finishes. You keep doing those recurrent plans over and over again. So here have been my review for this device, and I advise you to get it actually.